Text your zip code to 82000.
I'llFixYou.com. Therapeutic massage with trigger point therapy. This is real lasting pain relief. Regular massage is great, feels good, great for the body. But trigger point therapy corrects the problem that's causing the pain at the source, even decades old pain. Headaches, back pain, migraine, sciatic pain, and so much more. Safe, natural, and gentle, half the price of the big chains, only $50 per hour. Go to I'llFixYou.com.
Tune in for Weekend Talk That Matters, only on KFNX.
And now, live from the KFNX studios in beautiful downtown Phoenix, it's Pain Management Arizona with Bob Miller.
Good morning. I am Bob Miller. I am a licensed massage therapist, therapeutic massage specialist, pain management specialist, and owner of New Serenity Massage, Pain Management Arizona. There's 2 locations in Peoria and in Phoenix. I'm here with you every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. right here on 1100 a.m. KFNX. Also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Pain Management Arizona. That's the name of the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. So if you want to have a friend tune in, listen to what I've got to let you know about pain and getting rid of pain, they can pull it up and watch radio. Nothing more exciting than watching radio. But I have some of my previous shows are still up on there as well. And you can not have to search out a AM radio to listen to it. I do like to give mentions out to on my main website is Pain Management Arizona, all the way spelled out, .com, painmanagementarizona.com. I do have a list of sponsors and trusted businesses that I've dealt with that I have no problem recommending to people. And one is Luis Gonzalez, a real estate agent. If you're selling your home in 2019 and you're looking for the highest sales price and fast, efficient service, you can contact Luis Gonzalez with the agency. Phone number is 602-931-7049. That's Luis Gonzalez at 602-931-7049, who was recently featured in South Scottsdale Magazine's business class issue. Sell your home with Luis Gonzalez, 602-931-7049. If you didn't get a chance to write that down, I do have all his information on the sponsors page and trusted businesses on painmanagementarizona.com. And I'll also give you that information again at the end of the show. Also want to give a great little shout out to Joe's Auto. That's over in Phoenix. I just had to take my car there again. The battery conked out and the alternator conked out, and they did just like every other time I've been there. Great service, great price. I have their contact information for Joe's Auto on my website as well. The main point of my show that I like to talk about is pain management. We're actually more pain elimination. That's why we call it show Pain Management Arizona. I have a location in Phoenix on 7th Street between Thomas and McDowell that I can work on you. I do therapeutic or medical massage. It's not the fluffy basic massage. It's actual trigger point therapy that is very gentle, but I target the muscles that have the knots in them that are pressing on the nerves that are causing you things like headaches and migraines, back pain, shoulder pain, hip pain, pain that runs down your back of your leg. A lot of these things get misdiagnosed or are misunderstood as things like sciatica or carpal tunnel syndrome, which normally is not going to be the case. It's normally going to be a simple matter of finding and releasing the knots in the muscle that are blocking the nerve signals that are coming back to your brain. Because that's one of the things that I try to impress upon people, that if your leg hurts, more often than not, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your leg. Or your foot hurts, there's nothing wrong with your foot. It's somewhere farther up the nerve path where you have knotted up muscle that's pressing on the nerve in your hip area, gluteal area, or low back area that's interrupting that signal when it comes from your foot to your brain. It's like if you get out of bed and you step on the ground and it feels like pins and needles because there's so much pain in your foot. That's because your foot contacts the ground, sends a message to your brain saying, "This is ground. This is hard. It is hot or cold." And that signal, as soon as it goes through your hip area along the sciatic bundle of nerves, there's a knot in the muscle pressing on the nerve, which is interrupting that signal. It's kind of like when you plug a speaker wire into something and it's not all the way plugged in and you get a buzz or a hum over the speaker. That's an interruption of the signal that the brain is expecting to get. So you're kind of getting a buzz or a hum along with that signal of touching the ground. And it's a primordial instinct in our brain that if the brain does not understand the signal and it's not a nice, clean, crisp, clear signal telling it hard, soft, hot, cold, squishy, whatever the sensation is that it's trying to convey to you, if there's something wrong with that signal, your brain panics and thinks something must be wrong. So it's going to tell you, hey, this is pain because it wants you to look at your foot, pay attention to your foot, make sure there's not a wild animal chewing on your foot or you're not stepping on something sharp. So it tells you there's pain even though there's nothing in the foot. It's just the signal coming from the foot is being disrupted. Same thing happens with the shoulders, the elbows, the hands. You get numbness or tingling in your fingers. A lot of times the doctors diagnose it as carpal tunnel and they do surgery and you still have the same problem. And now you're also recovering from a surgery when you could have come to me and I could have got all the knots out of the muscles in the side of your neck that are pressing on the nerve. And then I could have made it go away. I can't tell you how many people I've actually prevented them from getting carpal tunnel surgery when they didn't have carpal tunnel because they came to me first and I got the problem to go away. But like I said, I do have two locations here in the valley. One is out in Peoria on about Thunderbird and 94th Drive. That's right off the 101 freeway in Thunderbird, only about a mile away from there. And I do only charge $60 per hour for my services, which is about half the price of what the big fast food chain of massage places like Massage Envy and Elements are charging for an hour of basic Swedish massage. And, some of I've worked in all these places in the past. After I got licensed, I call it my tour of duty of the massage chains and found that, you know, none of the people I worked with knew how to do the techniques that I learned and taught myself because I did not stop studying when I got out of school. When I finished massage school and got my license, I had already found out the value of neuromuscular work. So I continued to study. I studied acupuncture, acupressure, shiatsu, Thai massage, lomi lomi, and everything I could get my hands on. And I compared them all. I did not take any one of these things and say, oh, this is the be all end all. I took a look at everything that's available and said, okay, hey, this kind of has some good qualities. This has some good qualities, and this has some stuff that's complete baloney. And so I throw that out and I combine all the other techniques and came up with an amazing system of pain management to actually release what's going on. Doctors, specialists, neurologists, all those kind of people, they really basically go off of what's been written down before them by others, and that's what they follow. So, you go into a doctor's office, you say, I have symptoms A, B, and C. They're going to call it D, E, F, and they're going to prescribe X, Y, Z. You come to me, you say, I have symptoms A, B, C. I'm going to say, okay, if you have symptoms A, B, C, it could be these nerves and these muscles. Let's get you on the table. Let's start working on these areas and see what I can physically feel. So I have a highly developed sense of touch from the work I do. So I will feel around in if you tell me you get migraines, I'm going to feel around in your neck and shoulders, and I'm going to find knots that are on the nerves that are ending up affecting the nerves that run up behind your eye, giving you those migraine headaches. It's really amazing. Some of the people I've had, people that have got 3 to 4 migraines a week for multiple years, even decades. They see me once or twice and they don't get migraines at all anymore. I see all these advertisements for the medications that they want hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month for an injection of, and they say they have a 28% success rate reducing migraines by 50%. with the same results with a placebo for 15%. So they throw all these numbers out at you, which it basically boils down to you have a 1 in 10 chance of getting your migraines to go halfway away if you're going to spend six or $7,000 a year for that medication. Me, I'm $60. Try me out. You'll be amazed. I have a 98% success rate with headaches and migraines, back pain, hip pain, numbness in the hands or feet. 98%, unless you have something majorly wrong with you, like a bulging or herniated disc or a brain tumor or something that's impinging the spinal cord itself, I can normally get the pain to go away. It's just really an amazing technique that I do. And it's a very gentle, very passive. And again, only $60 per hour at both locations. Because I don't use a roadmap to tell me where to go and what to do to figure it out. I use the information I get from you about what you have going on. And I check that, the parts of the body that could be affecting it. Because normally where you're feeling the pains is not where the cause of the problem is. Unfortunately, that's where most medical professionals go directly to. I'm not, trying to bash the medical field or by any means. The medical field has, a lot of great value. They do a lot of help, save a lot of lives. There's things that I call simple pain issues, which most people that have the pain aren't going to call it simple because they're living with it. But I call it simple because it's simple for me to relieve it. Things such as migraines and back pain. I've had people that have had the same conditions for decades, up to 30 and 40 years. Specifically, they could tell me this is when an accident happened. This is when it started. And they've been seeing all the medical professionals, taking all the pills for years and not gotten any help until they came to me. And I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to help people. That's why my price is very reasonable, And, I tell people also, it's kind of like, with the regular massage places, if you're looking to get relaxation, you want aromatherapy or hot stone massage just to relax, more power to you. You can go and pay them $100 for an hour a session and they'll relax you. I could do the same thing too, but I don't do hot stones. But it's and the upgrade of $20 for aromatherapy. They use an average of about 5 drops of oil that they put on their hands and rub on your shoulder and wave under your face so you can smell it. And I really don't think 5 drops of this essential oil is worth $20 in my book. So I have the essential oils in my place. If somebody says they like lavender or eucalyptus, sure, I'll put a few drops on my hand, rub some on their shoulder for them, but I don't charge them anything for it. That's customer service. That's the way I do. But if you have real pain issues, you really don't want to be seeking out pain management in these types of places because they really don't have the staff that can handle it. When I worked there, I was only a year out of school. And I had other therapists that I work with that have been licensed as a therapist for 10 and 20 years longer than I myself. And they were coming to me with the problems of, I can't get rid of this lady's back pain. I can't get rid of this guy's headaches. Can I have them book an appointment with you? Because they knew what I do. They heard the results, from some of their regular clients that came in on days where they weren't there and ended up being booked with me. And all of a sudden they come back to them and say, oh yeah, I saw Bob last week because you weren't here and my headaches are gone now. And it was really amazing having these people in it, but it made me scratch my head and say, what have you been doing the last 10 or 20 years while you've been in this profession? Just Swedish massage, collecting a paycheck? You never sit and study the anatomy anymore? You don't keep learning? Because that's one of the things, I guess it's because I get such a good feeling myself, when I can have somebody come in with a migraine so bad that they can't even open one of their eyes because they're so photosensitive because the migraine pain is so bad, and then they leave smiling. They have no more migraine, no more sensitivity, and they call me back a week later and say, "Oh, I haven't had a headache or a migraine since I saw you. Thanks again." And it's gratifying to me. That's why I want to learn. When somebody comes to me with something I don't know a lot about or maybe never even heard of, when I get done, as soon as I got some free time, I'm on the computer. I'm researching it. I'm, studying what's already been written about it and drawing my own conclusions on what can I do that's different that could fix that. And a lot of times I can help them out. So with the regular massage places, it's kind of like if your car's not running right, you don't take it to a car wash and go through the car wash and expect your car to be running better. Because that's not going to happen. You take it to a mechanic, a qualified mechanic that really knows what they're doing. And that's in the massage world, I am the qualified mechanic. I rarely ever do just a relaxation massage. I do have some clients, they'll come in, they'll book me for a 90-minute massage. And, some of my regulars, and they ask for, yeah, well, I want, about half and half of, pain management work, trigger point therapy, and half relaxation to get a little bit of loosening up. And I can do that. That's fine with me too. But I found out early on when I was working at those places that most people that go in for just a regular massage, they do have some kind of issue. When I talk to them about what their needs are, they'll tell me, oh, I do get headaches, or I do have shoulder pain or back pain or hip pain. And I addressed it. It was only like 1 out of 100 people would only want relaxation. Everybody had tension or pain somewhere. And it is easy to contact me and easy to book with me. You can book directly on the website. You can buy gift certificates and send them to yourself or your friends. Goes right to their email. Again, the website is painmanagementarizona.com. The YouTube channel and the Facebook page are Pain Management Arizona is the name of the pages. So you can review the show if you missed something or want to see the entire show. You can also see all the information on my sponsors and trusted businesses on painmanagementarizona.com. And you can call me directly if you like. If you have questions about what you got going on or want to call me and book directly, you can call the number 541 END PAIN, ENDPAIN, 541 END PAIN. That rings right to my own telephone that I have on my hip all day, and I'll answer the phone if I'm not in an appointment. Obviously, when I am in appointments, I do not answer my phone. I have it turned off so we don't get disturbed, because when you're paying me for my time to fix you up, it's all about you for that hour or 90 minutes or even 2-hour appointments. I do quite a few 2-hour appointments on people, and we get the pain worked out. And a lot of people come back to me for maintenance, on a regular basis, because a lot of the pain people get is due to their occupation. If you're sitting at a computer all day, the way your computer's set up, if your screens aren't high enough, if your screen's off center, or if you have 2 screens and you're sitting between the 2, you're going to have your head in a position that's not centered. So basically, you are flexing muscles to hold your head turned just ever so slightly one way or the other, or down too much. And you spend several hours on the computer, those muscles are going to start getting knotted up. And once those little knots, each knot's smaller than the head of a pin. But once you start getting more and more knots, you develop a cluster of knots. And once that cluster of knots gets big enough and it's wrapped around a nerve or up against the side of a nerve, that's going to cause you to have pain in a different area. And little simple adjustments like not staring down at your cell phone. People spend hours of a day staring down at their phone. So that's putting a lot of torque on the neck, a lot of extra muscle flexing that doesn't need to be going on. I don't tell people not to use your phone. I just say, hold it around shoulder level, hold it up at shoulder level. So you're looking down at it with your eyes and not with your neck. If you're going to reach for something that's to the side of you, don't twist your body and then extend to reach for it. That's the biggest way to do damage to muscle, develop knots, tear muscle fibers, get micro tears. Because all day long, we're going to get micro tears in our muscle when we do move in the wrong way. You may not feel it. It may not cause you any pain, but the more you do it, the more damage you're doing. And eventually it's going to be that straw that broke the camel's back, and pow, you're in some severe pain because you knotted up those muscles or even torn a muscle. So if you walk in a room and you walk past the light switch, decide you want to turn on the light, don't turn and reach for the light switch. Move your feet so your toes are pointed at it, reach over, flip it on, then do what you're going to do. It only takes 1 second out of your day. If you're loading things onto a cart, into a grocery cart, into a car, whatever, don't just twist your back. Don't pick it up, twist your back, put it down. Take that one extra second it takes to move your feet. So if you're facing what you're picking it up off of, then move your feet so your toes are pointed at the car as you set it in the trunk or on a shelf. That's the way we protect our muscles. Pain and burning sensations, two of the worst pieces of advice ever given are feel the pain, feel the burn, and no pain, no gain. Pain and burning is your body telling you, hey, stop, you're injuring yourself. You don't want to be doing things that hurt. Stretching is an awesome way of keeping your muscles limbered up so you don't knot up the muscles as easily. If you keep the muscles warmed up and loose, they don't get damaged as easy. But if you're stretching and it hurts to do that stretch, don't stretch as far as it hurts. Stretch only up to where you think you're feeling pain, and then back up to where you didn't feel pain and hold the stretch there for 10 seconds. A lot of simple ways. Another great piece of advice is drink plenty of water, especially this time of year. You remember the Mario Brothers game where there was that one level where the sun was trying to kill you? That's what we got going on here in Arizona. We have the heat, we have the dry air as well as the heat. So as soon as you walk outside, the the heat, the lack of humidity is just pulling the moisture out of your body. You're not even sweating, but you're losing moisture. So you got to drink at least half your body weight in ounces every single day. And that's if you're staying indoors in the air conditioning all day. If you're going out in the heat or exercising, drink even more than that. But again, 2 locations to come see me at. Go to the website, all the way spelled out. The word Arizona is all the way spelled out in painmanagementarizona.com. Again, that's painmanagementarizona.com. You can call me directly at 541-END-PAIN. 541-END-PAIN. I know it's not an Arizona area code, but it rings to my phone, and I'm right here in downtown Phoenix right now. I do have 2 locations, one out in Peoria. I'm at 6 days a week. And on Sundays, I have a few hours in the afternoon after my show that I can work on you in Phoenix if Peoria is too far to drive at Urban Wellness on 7th Street between Thomas and McDowell. But everybody says it's worth the drive. I have one lady that comes down from Prescott to see me. I have one lady that is planning on flying back down from Colorado just for an appointment with me because I fixed up so much on her last time I saw her when she was visiting a friend. And I do want to mention again, if you are selling your home in 2019 and you're looking for the highest sales price and fast, efficient service, contact Luis Gonzalez with the agency. He's at 602-931-7049. That's Luis Gonzalez at 602-931-7049. And he was recently featured in South Scottsdale Magazine's business class issue. Sell your home with Luis Gonzalez at 602-931-7049. And he's a good guy. I've met him personally. And I would do business with him if I was selling a home, or as soon as I'm going to buy a home, I will be giving him a call as well. And his information, as well as any of my sponsors and businesses like Joe's Auto that I just trust because I've used them. I have all their contact information on my website on the sponsors page at painmanagementarizona.com. painmanagementarizona.com. And again, my phone number to reach me directly is 541-END-PAIN. 541-END-PAIN. Very appropriate phone number for what I do. Virtually pain-free pain management. Very effective for headaches, back pain, and more. painmanagementarizona.com again is the number. And remember, take care of yourself. Be aware of how you're moving your body. Hold your cell phones at shoulder level when you're spending a lot of time on them. And just be aware that you're not twisting too much. When you twist and extend, that's the easiest way to damage your muscle. Again, go to painmanagementarizona.com. You can also get free stretching charts if you're interested in stretching. There's a link there. Buy gift cards and book appointments directly on the website. painmanagementarizona.com. This is the Pain Management Arizona radio show. Watch it again on YouTube or Facebook at Pain Management Arizona. Boy, I sound obsessed with that term, Pain Management Arizona, don't I? And we'll see you again next week, 9 o'clock Sunday. Bye-bye, everybody.
The information and opinions you hear on this radio show are those of the host, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KFNX, its affiliates, management, or advertisers.